What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I am going to be talking about the North Node in your partner's first house and the North Node in a natal chart. So the North Node is also known as the true node. It influences your future and your spiritual purpose that you're meant to fulfill. It's also linked or tied to karma and is the result of what you have learned from past lifetimes. For example, say you have your North Node in Virgo and your South Node in Pisces. Say your North Node in Virgo is in your partner's first house and your South Node in Pisces is in your partner's 7th house. The relationship, your partner, and the way in which your partner shows up in this relationship may all be working together in teaching you to channel your spirituality, your art, your way of attaching your creativity, because Pisces, in a way that aligns with your soul purpose and at the same time grows you, especially as it relates to the first house. So this can really be the difference between independence and codependence, learning to set and maintain boundaries, getting more organized, getting more routine, and trusting yourself, because the North Node is after all in Virgo. And the cool thing is that with the North Node and the South Node in Synastry, this can really point towards a very meaningful connection. It can show partners of destiny and, under certain circumstances, soulmates. For instance, when the ascendant conjuncts the North Node or the South Node in Synastry, there is an immediate, powerful kind of a connection between two partners with this. So with the North Node in the first house in your own natal chart, the South Node does indicate where you came from. It's almost like a comfort zone. And so with that, this is also showing the kind of cycles that you may be likely to be stuck in. So the North Node in the first house indicates that you could be very deeply terrified of conflict, of disharmony, or of disputes, and most likely try to avoid it whenever possible. With the South Node and that being an energy of being stuck in somewhat of a cycle, in some cases, this could even happen where you avoid fighting for your truth, even when it's preferable that you do. In a natal chart, this implies having been identified through a collective, through a group, or even through your relationship and the way it functions. And as a function of that, having the North Node in your first house and the South Node in your 7th house means that you may have prioritized your partner's needs and others' needs and demands above your own self. And this is an area where you are growing and developing. The ascendant characterizes the 7th house or the descendant. And so this is a pretty important and very sensitive relationship point in any natal chart. When it comes to the synastry of having your North Node in your partner's first house, the attraction between the two partners tends to happen almost kind of instantly. They both feel very comfortable and have a natural sense of comfort, familiarity when they are with each other. The house person makes the North Node person feel seen and accepted, while the North Node person makes the house person feel almost encouraged and supported when it comes to being able to achieve their destiny and trusting themselves. If the North Node is nearer to the ascendant of the house person, for instance, if the ascendant of the house person is in Sagittarius and the North Node of the North Node person is also in Sagittarius, they are likely to build that rapport very quickly and take a liking towards each other based off of seeing each other more clearly. For the first house person, the North Node person kind of brings and provides direction and assistance when it comes to the first house person, and especially if they have difficulties with trusting themselves and any difficulties around self-image or being overly easily influenced by other people's opinions. The North Node person can kind of intervene in this way and encourages the house person. They can encourage the house person to trust themselves or to be more authentic, calling them out in one way or another. That's encouraging. It is very likely that both the North Node person and the house person feel like they were destined to meet. Even if they do or don't believe in destiny, they both feel that this connection is one that's very meaningful and very purposeful. If ever it happened that they were to separate or go their different paths and meet up again, they would be able to pick up from where they left off and catch up really quickly. Because this connection is one that feels so immediate, so instant and familiar, the relationship just seems and feels like it is one that is meant to be. And a lot of times their initial meeting may be one that starts under unusual circumstances, something out of the ordinary or something unexpected. On its own, it's not necessarily known to be the most romantic, but when it exists between two people, especially two romantic partners, it does point to a very strong attachment and connection to each other. Well, that does it for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe to this channel. Well, that is where I love and leave you. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more videos. Bye guys.